Good evening and welcome to our show. It's to couple or not to couple? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of marriage or to maybe try something else. Well, maybe we'll find out tonight. Our show involves 4 one-act plays by 2 local playwrights, involving 3 different directors, 9 different actors, and 12 different roles. And that all adds up to one great show, so you're in for a treat. Enjoy the show.
Just one of those days. I'll get the phone. Hello. Hey, how's it going? Wonderful. Really? That sounds great. Look forward to it. Okay. See you soon. Bye.
So, who was that?
Tony,
Oh, what did he want?
him and Marie are gonna stop by with a bottle of wine
Now?
in a few minutes.
Well, did he say anything?
About?
You know,
You mean?
yeah.
No.
And Marie's coming with him?
That's what he said.
So they're together.
Look, all I know is Tony called and said, him and Marie are gonna stop by with a bottle of wine. I said, great. Be nice to see you. That's all I know.
They must want to tell us what's going on.
If something's going on,
Something's got to be going on, Jim. We've hardly seen them in the past few months. And Melda says that Tony's been staying in the studio over Patterson's garage.
what's staying supposed to mean?
Staying there nights, that's what staying means.
And how does Melvin know?
She sees the lights.
You mean she drives by and looks?
She goes by on her way home at night from the hospital.
What makes her think that it's Tony?
She sees his Toyota parked out front.
Maybe Tony has a snoring problem.
Something's going on, Jim. I'm telling you.
Well, we're gonna find out. As a matter of fact, we're gonna find out right now. Is that something now? Great to see you guys. Hey. Come on in. So what have you guys been up to?
How are you guys?
Lots of good things.
Well, it's been a while.
Way too long.
Time passes quickly when you're busy.
We've missed you.
We've missed you too.
So what have you guys been up to? Long time no see.
Lots of good things.
So,
Well, tell us.
I have to say we do this first.
yeah.
Oh, great.
Here.
Tony, I'll let you do honors.
Oh, nice.
Red wine, right? Good thing I held off on whitening my teeth this morning.
Nice, Gina. Thank you. Whew, to good friends. Oh, we'll wait for Tony. Hurry up, Tony.
Yeah.
The good friends. So tell us, what have you been up to? We've been hearing things, but I don't believe anything unless it comes straight from you guys.
Oh, God. What have you been hearing?
Just a bunch of garbage.
Like what?
Like
Don't look at me.
Come on, just tell us what you've been hearing.
Edna's been hearing rumors
Saying,
that you guys have split up or something like that.
See, everybody gets it wrong.
we are not splitting up.
Absolutely not.
See, Edna, I told you, you spend too much time listening to Melba.
Jim, please.
Melba has you guys splitting up.
Melba didn't say splitting up, Jim.
Okay, what did she say?
She said Tony's been spending a lot of time in Patterson's studio.
Oh, come on, Edna. You said that Melba said that Tony was living there, not just spending time there, spending nights.
Hold on. You guys are getting parts of this all mixed up. Why not get it straight from the horse's mouth? Marie and I, we're not splitting up. But we do have separate spaces.
Separate spaces?
Yeah, I'm at Patterson's and Marie's in the house.
Isn't that splitting up?
Absolutely not. It's just separate spaces, that's all. We spend as much time together now as we did when we were living under the same roof.
Probably more.
Yeah, probably more.
Even though you're not living together?
But we are living together, Edna. We just have separate spaces now, that's all. And look, all we've done is breathe a little air into a space that had gotten stale. The distance, the new distance has given us, what would you say?
A different perspective.
Right, a different perspective.
Is this some kind of experiment?
I guess you could say that.
To see if it works?
Oh, it works all right.
You know that already.
Absolutely. Look, the kids are grown, and Marie and I are alone again, and we're not 22 anymore. You know what I'm talking about. It's the same with you guys. The kids are gone, and you're alone again, and all of that's fine and dandy if all that's fine and dandy, if you know what I mean. But with Marie and I, all that wasn't fine and dandy.
Was there a problem?
I wouldn't say there was a problem, would you?
No.
No, it's just that something was, how best to put it, missing?
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
But missing
A little of the old juice.
That's a pretty crude way to put it, Tony.
Oh, tell me I'm wrong.
Use.
Look, all I'm saying is it's good to shake things up now and then. Breathe a little life into a space that has gotten stale. That can happen no matter how much the partners love each other, no? Am I talking nonsense here? Come on, Jim. Tell me, am I talking nonsense?
No, you're not.
So, that's what's happening. And don't believe all this trash talk you hear about Marie and I splitting up. That's absolute bullshit, if you excuse my French.
People just need something to talk about.
Yeah. And if you ask me, I think a lot of them are a little bit jealous. Marie and I have not split up, and we don't intend to. We're in it for the long run, just like you guys, but we feel the need to, put a little zip into our relationship. So that's what's happening. Separate spaces, a little distance, dates, not mandatory time together. It all kind of makes everything a little bit exciting.
So how long has this been going on for?
We've been trying this out for a couple months now.
And what about the kids? Do they know about this?
Absolutely.
What do they think?
They think we're crazy.
Which means we're on the right track.
Well, what about when they come to visit?
Visit. When is that gonna be?
We don't expect the pleasure of their presence for some time now, but when they do show up, together or singly, with children or without, they'll stay in the house as always, and I will come and visit. Like I said, folks, we aren't splitting up, we're just shaking it up.
Wow. I don't know what to say. I couldn't imagine something like that.
Like what exactly?
Like not being together.
But we are together, Edna, as together as we've ever been, in some ways probably more. And now when we're together, it's always quality time. And do you know why?
Why?
Because we have separate spaces, that's why. And the distance, the new distance, has made everything more exciting.
Absolutely.
Well, if we're going to get dinner before the movie, we better get going.
Yes.
And then, especially if we're going to have dinner at the Primrose, we don't want to rush a meal like that. How about you guys?
How about us what?
How about you coming along? Come on, dinner and a movie. It's Saturday night. We feel bad we haven't connected in a while, and we feel bad about all the stupid stories you've been hearing, and we want to take you out. Come on, it's time to do some celebrating, and it's all on Tony.
Oh gosh, that's so nice, but we can't tonight.
Why not?
We have a casserole in the oven.
A casserole. We're talking dinner at the Primrose. Martinis, crab cakes, prime rib if you like, maybe even tiramisu for dessert. What do you say? Come on, turn the stove off. The casserole will keep. Let's go out and break some of the rules. This is not a casserole night.
I know, I'm sorry, but we can't.
It's on us.
We just can't
Come
tonight.
on, now, please.
We're right in the middle of planning our vacation.
Now,
Yeah,
when's your vacation?
the last 2 weeks of August.
August is 6 months away, Edna. Come on, you can't do that tomorrow.
I know, but we've been putting it off and off, and we promised ourselves we would get it done tonight. That's how that is.
Plus, there's the video we're supposed to watch later.
We're not talking deep throat, are we, pal?
Tony?
I doubt that. As a matter of fact, I really don't know what it's about. All I know is it's due back tomorrow, otherwise we have to pay a late fee. And we promised ourselves we won't be doing that anymore.
Okay, you guys know best.
But it's a very generous offer, and we're so glad you guys stopped by to tell us what was going on.
I feel bad we didn't stop by sooner. You guys are good friends, and I had no idea the rumor mills were working.
It's a small town.
I forget that sometimes.
So, I have a question about your new arrangement.
Shoot.
So you guys are dating each other,
Yeah,
like tonight?
right.
Well, in this new arrangement with you both having separate spaces, are you able to date other people too?
We don't have any rules about that.
No rules,
No.
meaning
Meaning we're free to think outside the box?
what box?
The box we were in before we started thinking outside it.
You lost me there somewhere.
I suppose it kind of depends on how you define dating.
You know, dating.
If I take a member of the opposite sex out for coffee or for lunch, is that a date?
I think so.
Coffee? Lunch?
No, not the coffee part, or the lunch part, or even the opposite sex part, the taking someone out part.
Oh, okay. If you're going to define dating that narrowly, I suppose we've both done a little dating. You know, coffee, lunch, drink after work, nothing terribly, how would you put it?
Intimate.
Right, just drink after work or lunch.
Always in a public place.
Right, always in a public place. Not that we have any rules about it. Now that we're thinking outside the box, we don't believe in rules. We're just sort of feeling our way through it. No pun intended.
It's just something that seems to make sense in the context of our new relationship.
What does?
Keeping our other dating, how would you put it, Tony?
Under control?
Yeah, under control.
The only rule we're following presently is the rule of punctuality, which is to say, it's now or never. If we're going to have movie, get dinner before the movie. Enjoy your video, pal.
Yeah. Drive safe, you guys.
Enjoy your casserole.
Enjoy your tiramisu. Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Well, should we eat?
Okay.
Or do you want to do the vacation stuff first and then eat later?
Either way.
You have no preference?
No.
Okay then, let's eat.
I'll get going. Yeah, it's good for my vision.
So they say. Mine's not that.
You're a fast girl.
So what do you think?
About?
The food.
Oh, it's good.
That was kind of a low-key good.
Good is good.
What would you give it on a 10-point scale?
Oh, come on, don't you have to be doing this?
Come on.
Okay. A 6.
Just 6?
There's nothing wrong with a 6. There's plenty of starving people in the world that would love to have a 6.
Well, it was all leftovers, if you can believe that. I just worked them into a new dish.
Wow.
You remember that cookbook your mother sent us last Christmas?
Sort of.
I got the recipe out of that.
Great.
It's not prime rib primrose, but...
The price is right.
And you know, I didn't want to let it go to waste. I could have put it in a fridge, I suppose, but it's never the same warmed up. And I want to see what it tasted like fresh.
Fresh. I thought you said it was leftovers.
Well, yeah, but it was a new blend of leftovers, so it was fresh.
I see.
You really wanted to go with them, didn't you?
It could have been fun. We really don't get out all that often.
I know, but it was all just so sudden. And I wasn't comfortable around all that energy. There was just something about it. And to tell you the truth, I don't see how all that stuff they're talking about is going to work out.
You mean the separate living spaces stuff?
That and the rest of it,
The rest of it being,
the dating stuff.
all I heard was a cup of coffee or maybe a drink after work.
What I heard was taking someone out. I call that dating.
Like Tony said, if you want to call that dating, fine. But don't you think you're overreacting just a little bit?
All I'm saying is dating is dating.
A cup of coffee with a member of the opposite sex in a public place? I don't see anything wrong with it.
You know what Tony is saying.
Yeah, that they're both able to socialize with members of the opposite sex in a public place.
It's dating.
A cup of coffee with someone you know?
Or someone you want to know, or someone who wants to know you.
Always in a public place?
And that's supposed to make a difference.
What's gonna happen in a public place?
What do you mean, what's gonna happen in a public place? Isn't that where it always starts? In a public place, over a cup of coffee or a beer after work? Then it moves to a private space. But hey, if that's what Tony and Marie want to do, to each his own.
Right.
Would you like some more casserole?
No, I'm fine.
How was it, really?
You asked this question and I already answered you.
Well, should I make it again?
It was leftovers and the leftovers are gone.
Well, new leftovers, new ingredients.
Well, then it would be different, so since you never made it before, I don't know if you should make it again with those new ingredients that don't exist yet. If you know what I mean.
We don't have any tiramisu for dessert.
I can live without tiramisu.
All we have are fig Newtons, and they're stale.
Wonderful. I love stale fig Newtons.
Good. I'll get some.
Very chewy.
We could just let the vacation talk go for tonight. Just watch the movie if you want.
If you like. But didn't we stay home tonight because we said we were gonna plan our vacation?
I see. You wanted to go to dinner at the Primrose, and I threw a damper over everything.
I didn't say that.
No, I'm saying it, but it's true. And I want you to know there's nothing wrong with the fact that you wanted to go.
It could have been fun.
Yeah, we could have had a date.
I see. You think their thing is ridiculous.
And then, when we were drunk on martinis and filled up on rich desserts, we could tell ourselves that our lives aren't stale anymore.
I never said our lives were stale.
You were quick to agree with your good friend Tony when he said that all long-term relationships get stale.
My good friend. I thought he was our good friend.
You did agree with him.
Okay, well, maybe stale is the wrong word.
Then what's the right word?
I don't know, but why are we having this conversation when we're supposed to be planning our vacation?
You know what? Maybe we should just forget about a fucking vacation and start thinking outside the box.
You're pissed.
I'm not. I'm just thinking separate spaces, dating. That might shake things up a little bit. What do you think?
You're pissed.
I'm not pissed. In fact, I'm happy now that I'm thinking outside the box. How about you take this place and I'll go stay with Roxanne. She's been looking for someone to rent her trailer.
So then we'll date
If you want.
each other.
If there are no rules, then we can date whoever we want.
So I can date Roxanne.
I don't see why not.
And you can date the guy from the bank.
What guy in what bank?
You know what guy I'm talking about.
I'd love to, but he's married.
So are you.
His wife might not like it.
Coffee in a public place. Why would she care?
You think that sort of thing would put a little zip in our lives?
Tony thinks our lives have plenty of zip.
What movie has he been watching?
I don't know, but I got a better question.
Hmm.
Do you think Tony's gonna get laid tonight?
If he earns it.
I sort of like the idea of the hunt.
I'm sure you do.
I can hear Tony now. My place or yours?
I prefer the studio.
With Tony?
No, with the guy from the bank. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Seriously.
Okay.
No joke.
Okay.
Do you think we have enough zip in our lives?
More zip than I can handle.
I know I can keep a straight answer out of you.
You're right.
Do you think our lives are zipless?
I don't, but I'll tell you what I do think.
What?
You know that cookbook my mom sent us last Christmas?
Yeah.
Let's burn it, because that was one fucked up casserole.
You know what? I couldn't agree more. But I have a better idea. to her next Christmas. She'll never figure it out.
I like that. Come on. Let's go to bed.
What about the dishes?
Pop the dishes.
I second that motion.
Zippity-doo-dah.
We'll go for a walk when I'm done with this page, I promise. Be good and no running off. My dog Aunt Maggie playing solitaire with my head. Good boy. Oh, hi, Mrs. Ulrichsen. Carmichael, be good. Good dog. No, Mrs. Ulrichsen, he's not a hellhound anymore. He's been converted at obedience school. Yep, no more running off. And definitely no more polluting your lawn. Yep, no more keeping up at night. He's a changed man, Mrs. Ulrichsen. Do I want what? Oh, no, that's okay. I'm definitely cool with Jesus, just more of a friendship than a savior kind of relationship. Oh, have a blessed day as well. Bye, Mrs. Ulrichsen. Oh, and give my regards to your white rabbit. What's his name? All right, yeah, Snowflake. He's what? I can't hear. In the shed. He likes stale bread. Well, by having me around, I never know what that woman is talking about. Now, where was I? You're in over your head, Braxton. Did you honestly think that a rookie lawyer from Seattle, Alabama? Tumbleweed, Texas. Had a snowflake's chance in hell of taking on the entire law firm of Doolittle. Doolittle and Billum. Eat your heart out, Mel Brooks. Bully me all you want, Doolittle. But the widow Brayburn didn't hire me to settle. Believe it or not, Mr. Big Shot, stooge, corporate lawyer man, see? I wasn't born with a silver spoon at my tuchus, so I know there's something more important than money in this God-forsaken country. You might have heard of it. It's called, I knew it, porn. Porn, I was watching porn, I swear. Gross. I know, just things you find on the internet these days. Unbelievable. I know, I'm weak, but I'm also young and virile. I have plenty of energy left in the old dirt tank, if you know what I mean.
Thank you, Mandy, for doing the grocery shopping today. I would help you with those heavy-looking bags, but I've been studying so hard for the bar exam.
Oh, right.
I got it. I can help with things away.
No, you can't. Fine, I'll just stay here then.
You must be the only person in the world who pretends to watch porn in order to try and make your girlfriend feel better.
What do you mean, pretend?
You hate porn, remember?
Maybe I was lying.
You said it made you feel inadequate. Was that a lie?
I said that?
You sure did.
Well, they're just so big.
And you also said, and I quote, rubbing into porn is worlds apart from making sweet love to your soulmate.
That's definitely true, and you are my soulmate.
And you said, because of its ubiquity on the internet, porn is creating a generation of sexually confused people who think that choking a woman during copulation is a cool thing to do.
That sounds familiar.
It should. It was in the letter to the editor you wrote and sent to all the county newspapers. Or don't you remember?
I like that word, ubiquity.
So?
Okay, I wasn't watching porn. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
I know what you were really doing. I was standing in the doorway listening to your marvelous choice of words.
Marvelous? You thought they were marvelous?
Most cliche riddle writing I have ever heard.
That is the genius of the screenplay, Maddie. It's supposed to be cliche. The more cliche, the better. I'm so glad you picked up on that.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear more?
Jess, we talked about this. No! It's study time,
Oh,
Missy.
come on, but...
You have the whole summer to be creative. If in 2 weeks you have not passed the bar exam, I am breaking up with you and moving in with your mother. She always wanted a daughter.
She lives in New York!
And that's bad. Why?
Most people don't pass the first time. I told you that. Do you know in 2015, 46.6% of all people in California who took the bar passed? That's not just first timers, Mandy. That's less than half. That means that 53.4% failed.
53.4%, huh?
Yes.
You remember it that precisely, that number?
I've always been good with numbers.
That's great. Do you remember what happens when you concentrate on failure?
Oh, come on, not again with that law of attraction crap.
Answer the question, bunny bud.
Don't.
What happens when you concentrate on failure?
You fail.
So what should you do instead?
Don't shoot on me, honey pie, remember?
No, you're right. You're right. No should. Okay. What would be more beneficial to your success rather than focusing on failure?
Working on my screenplay? I'm kidding, Jesus.
Do you want to go there? Because I will go there, Jess. I will go there till the sun don't shine.
What does that even mean?
No, you're right. I should just blow off
I
work
didn't.
tonight. I totally agree. You know, I just read in the Willits Weekly that the Willits Community Theater is holding auditions for Eccles. And I haven't acted in like 3 years now. I need to get that buzz back, you know? I gotta follow my dreams, you know, man? Who needs to pay rent, buy food? Let's be artists, man!
Okay, I'll put this screenplay on hold. If you take back your ultimatum.
I am not going to move in with your mother.
Better not.
I love that you want to write. I really do. The thing is, you decided to do this online law school thing. You decided to take out a sizable loan to pay for it. I've been supporting you this whole time.
I know you have.
And now you're almost there. The finishing line is in sight. I've put my dreams on hold too, remember? Do you know how many karaoke nights I have suffered through? Serving drunken redneck hippies doing their god-awful impressions of Prince and Cher and Toby Keith. Who's Toby Keith? Nobody you'd listen to, intentionally.
Ah, country singer.
Let's get down to the main attraction with a little less talk and a lot more action.
Yeehaw! Let's do it with our boots on, Mandy G, and our shirts off.
No.
Hey, God darn it, Mandy G, we just had ourselves a dang fight. Now it's running time. You can't go obeying the rules like that. Miss Katie gets all excited, and now you're letting her down.
Miss Kitty is gonna have to wait. I will make it up to her later, I promise. Right now I'm going for a run.
What? You just got home. What about the groceries?
They'll be fine. I'll make it quick. 2 blocks max. Where's Carmichael? Carmichael! Alright, he's all back. Chained up, I hope.
He should be.
Jess!
Mandy. What?
Great.
What? Oh,
This is why I told you not to put him out until I came back.
I just told him
what?
He wanted to go for a walk. I told him one more page. He was being so good
Yeah,
at
well,
it.
he's probably shitting all over Miss Ulrichson's lawn right about now, all because of your stupid screenplay.
I'm not the one who wanted to adopt a hellhound Houdini dog.
He never pulls this crap on my watch.
That's because you pay attention to him.
Exactly.
That's not what I meant to say.
What? You mean telling the truth? You might want to get a handle on that in case you surprise everyone and end up becoming a lawyer.
What do you mean, everyone? Like who?
Where are you going? To fix another one of your screw-ups? Carmichael! Come here, boy! Carmichael! There you are. Come here, boy. You've been a bad boy again. What is that? What do you have in here? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Christ. Bad dog! Give it here! Open your mouth, Carmichael! I said give it here! No! Stick it in the purse!
bad dog. You see this? This is a harness. You're not gonna run away ever again.
Is that Snowflake?
How can you smoke at a time like this?
I problem solve better when I'm stoned. It tunes my intuition to the frequencies of the universe.
Right.
How can you drink at a time like this?
Calms my nerves and prepares me for confrontation, if it comes down to that, which it probably will. She loved that rabbit. That rabbit was her life.
No, Jesus was her life. Is her life. Snowflake was her, I don't even know.
Her familiar.
What?
Her familiar. You know, like what a witch has? It's like an animal, like a cat or some shit that helps a witch channel her magical powers.
You think Mrs. Ulrichson is a witch?
Have you ever seen her without Snowflake?
Plenty of times.
Okay, fine. Have you ever had a conversation where she didn't bring him up?
I think Snowflake is a lady rabbit.
No, male, almost positive.
We could find out.
Or we can let sleeping dogs lie. Sorry, bad choice of words.
Ulrichson cannot be a witch. She's Christian, like super duper Jesus is in my passenger seat kind of Christian.
First of all, Mrs. Ulrichson doesn't drive. Second of all, maybe it's all front. Like, she wants us to think she's all about Jesus, but really, she's all about double toil trouble.
It was kind of funny when you were joking, but come on, she's not a witch.
She's a witch, pretending to be a Christian. Plus, have you seen the way Carmichael acts when she's around? It's like he can smell the stench of Hades on her flesh. I bet he'd be a perfectly well-behaved dog if it wasn't for her.
Now you're projecting.
There are ways to tell if she's a witch.
Now you're Monty Pythoning.
What else floats in water?
Stop it, Jess. This is serious. Carmichael might have to go. Maybe the Welsh's up on Third Gate could take him.
Hey, remember that stretch of time that Mrs. Alderson couldn't walk because she messed up her hip or something?
Sprained her ankle.
Right, her ankle. You were over there all the time helping her out?
I got my fill of Bible lessons, that's for sure. And no cauldrons or broomsticks, by the way.
Okay, she's not a witch, but it'd be pretty cool if she were. All right, not for us, but like if this was a movie and I was watching it, I totally want her to be a witch. You wouldn't find out to the very end, M. Night Shyamalan style.
Let's get back to the real world, Jess. Why did you ask me about her?
Oh, right. Weren't you saying that she took a nap at like the same time every day?
Religiously, from 11 a.m. till 12:30. Set an alarm and everything. But why? Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I bet you anything that she took a nap at the same scheduled time. She left the door open. Snowflake got out. Carmichael saw Snowflake wiggled out of his collar.
That's it. Yep.
What are
Great
you
detective work, honey. I know what to do now.
What are you gonna do?
Protect Carmichael's reputation.
It's a little late for that. The gig is up. It's confession time. I'll call up the marshals like you said. That way we're acting in a proactive manner when the authorities get here.
No, Jess. Carmichael deserves a new leash on life.
What?
I mean lease. Wait, is it leash or lease?
It doesn't matter. If he's up at Third Gate, he won't need a leash. He can roam free like he's always wanted. He can chase all the rabbits and squirrels his canine heart desires.
That's not going to happen.
What? What are you saying? That they're gonna put him down for killing a witch's rabbit?
Carmichael is going to be just fine. I did not spend $150 on obedience school and another $15 on a harness to see it all go to waste.
Hey! Maybe you can't just bury the evidence. I can't stop my law career off as a felon. Okay, even if you get away with it, I'd still be a felon.
You worry too much. I'm returning Snowflake to his rightful owner when she wakes up she'll see that her poor old bunny had a heart attack or something. It's better this way for everyone.
Are you crazy? That's breaking and entering.
The door's open, remember?
That was just a theory. It's still entering and falsifying evidence and
Anything else?
I'm sure there's more.
That's why you need to study.
Thanks.
Better yet, use it as material in your screenplay. I'll be right back.
More than 20 minutes. Where could she be? Why would I let me? Mrs. Ulrichsen?
It's a miracle. A miracle, I tell you.
What?
Praise Jesus.
What's a miracle, Mrs. Ulrichsen?
What's this? You've never heard of a miracle before? I always knew you were a heathen, but really.
I know what a miracle is.
That's good. You should know. Have we trials and temptations? Is there trouble anywhere? We must never be discouraged. Take it to the Lord in prayer.
Mrs. Ulrichsen?
Destroy this temple, and in 3 days I shall raise it up. I buried Snowflake 2 days ago. And today, the third day, I woke from my nap and there she was at my feet. As if she'd never passed on. As if she'd arrived in heaven and God had said, Snowflake, you have more work to do on earth. I sent her back to my grateful bosom. Can you believe it?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Praise Jesus. I thought I'd never see you embrace the Lord and his ways.
Me too.
Snowflake can have that effect on people, though. That's why I'm telling everybody.
Leaving so soon.
You were my first stop. I've got to make the rounds and spread the glorious news. Say goodbye to the former heathen Snowflake. Well, she's not too lively just yet. Being dead for a couple of days can do that to a rabbit. Where's that hellhound of yours, anyway?
Oh, you mean Carmichael? He's out for a walk. Not by himself. Him and Mandy went for a walk. They went together. He has a harness now and everything.
He's here. Good. I won't have to come back after all.
No, you can't come inside yet. You're still being punished for killing poor Nettie! You know Mrs. Ulrichsen.
Hi, Mrs. Ulrichsen.
We were just talking about you. By we, I mean not Carmichael.
Who did our friendly neighborhood hellhound kill today?
Nobody!
That's more like it, boy.
Mrs.
You were about to have a lovely rabbit breakfast this morning, weren't you, my hellhound?
We didn't know that she was
It
dead.
matters not, my ignorant mortal pest. You see, all you have done is delay my plans by a couple of hours. Snowflake was losing her eyesight. She was getting old. A familiar is quite useless without its eyesight, you know.
I told you she's a...
Silentium! So, in order to acquire a new familiar, I needed to find a likely candidate who would consume Snowflake's flesh, and thereby her soul, and thereby her duties of being my familiar. What better candidate than the hellhound next door? I poisoned Snowflake with the appropriate potion of herbs and buried her in the earth. On the third day, during my nap, I summoned your dog, as I have done on many occasions, preparing him for his new life with me. You stay there, dearie. Soon we shall be united. I'm bad witch, I'll have you know. Just a practical one who acknowledges that there are some things I have to do in order to maintain my immortal frame. Replenishing familiars is only one of them. Try not to think of this as a bad situation for you. On the contrary, your relationship has been tainted by that dog since the moment you took him home. Think of me as your savior. I'm releasing you of your troubles. Now I am going to leave. And I will be taking my new friend with me. When you hear the door close behind me, you will awaken from this trance. You will not fight with one another over what has transpired. You will feel relief. And no more studying for today. It's lovely on the coast. Why not take a drive to Mendocino and relax at the beach? Have a date. Discover why it was you came together in the first place. I hope you're hungry.
When was the last time we went to the beach? It's like you read my mind. I guess we don't have to call up the marshes after all. Shut up and kiss me.
Thank you. What time is it getting to be?
5:10.
Any thoughts about dinner?
Not really. You?
No, I don't care.
You want to go out?
I thought we were trying to save money.
Okay, then let's stay in.
What's to eat?
Good question.
Anything happening in the fridge these days?
I have no idea.
Care to take any guesses?
Not really.
What's this?
What's what?
This.
Looks like manicotti.
Manicotti from When?
From whenever we had it.
Doesn't smell very fresh.
Throw it out.
Oh, jeez.
What?
Well, this stuff's got fuzz all over it. There's shit in here.
Until it's all fuzz?
Well, it's all fuzz now.
Then throw it out. I'll clean out the fridge tomorrow. For tonight, I'll make us a nice rice dish.
Oh, not rice. Can't we just have rice something or other? What's in the pantry?
I have no idea.
You have no idea what's in our pantry.
No, I have no idea what's in the pantry, Harold, because I don't need to know what's in the pantry. You want to know what I do, Harold, if I want to know what's in the pantry? I get up out of my chair, I walk into the pantry, and I look.
Holy smoke!
What?
Well, we got mice.
We need to get traps, Harold. I keep telling you that.
Well, we need to get a cat, Meredith. Traps don't work worth a shit.
I'm allergic to cats. You know that.
You want to get bubonic plague? Let's go out.
Where?
I don't know. How about Primero's?
From Arrows? I thought we were trying to save money.
All right, Pizza Hut then.
Ah, we had pizza yesterday.
That was the day before.
Okay, the day before. But please, anything but pizza, Harold. I'm trying to watch my weight. How about the new Thai place?
Oh, no, I hear the food is terrible.
Who says?
Well, Jerry and Melva.
The place just opened.
I know, they've already been there twice. They said the shrimp was rubbery and the sauce tasted canned.
How about a burger out at the truck stop?
I don't think I'm in the mood for a greasy truck stop burger. And you think pizza's fattening.
All right, how about the Chinese food place you like so much?
What Chinese food place?
Over behind the laundromat.
Well, that place is closed.
Since when?
Well, since the health department shut it down a couple of months ago. It was Rat Shit City. Didn't you see that in the paper?
You are spoiling my appetite, Harold. Rat shit. Goodness sake.
You know what I think?
What?
I think we should sell this place and go to Mexico.
For dinner?
Not for dinner, forever.
Forever's a long time, Harold.
Well, yeah, it's forever.
I think you've been out in the sun for way too long. Why don't you sit down and have another glass of water?
No, Meredith, I'm serious.
I know you are, hon.
No, I'm really serious. I think we should sell this place and go live down in Mexico.
Okay. You're serious. You want us to go and live in Mexico
Yes.
forever.
Yes.
And our jobs?
We can quit them.
Just up and quit them. Like, so long, it's been good to know ya.
All right, we can give them 30 days.
And then live how?
You mean for money?
Yes, the stuff we spend every day.
Okay, I've got this worked out. We can sell this place and buy a place down in Mexico. And with the money left over from the sale of this place, we can live down there and live well without working until Social Security kicks in.
Social Security. That is 10 years away, Harold, assuming there is any such thing when we get there.
It's okay, we can make it. I've already run the numbers. We can get $250,000 for this place tomorrow.
And how do you know that?
Jimbo.
You've been talking to Jimbo Collins about selling our house?
It was just talk. It was just casual talk over
Oh,
a beer.
God, Harold.
Listen, Jimbo says we can get $250 cash for this place. Get it tomorrow if we want. $250. For only $25,000, we can get a place down in Mexico. A nice place. A nice place down on the water. A place like Bev and Johnny got. Own it outright. Are you following this?
Do I have a choice?
Okay, that leaves $225,000. Got that?
Go on, Harold.
Okay, you take $225,000, you divide it by 10, the number of years we have until Social Security, and you get $22,500 a year. Got that? $22,500 a year. Now that may not sound like much to live on here, Meredith, but down there, down there we can live like kings. I mean, we can have servants. Bev and Johnny have servants, people to clean up, people to cook. You're hungry, you say, I'm hungry. All of a sudden there's a meal. I say we do it. Just sell it all and head south. I mean, to hell with this place and everybody in it.
Harold, what has gotten into you? This is our home.
At the moment.
Look, honey, I like Mexico too, and I could see us spending some time there. Maybe even a couple months for a winter, but something longer than a short 2-week vacation. But not forever. In the end, I'm going to want to be coming home.
But if we lived down there, Meredith, we'd be home already. I mean, home is where you live. You've had lots of homes. The homes you grew up in, the homes we've lived in before we lived here. This just happens to be our home at the moment. For today, but just for today.
What about the kids?
What about them?
This is their home too?
Not anymore. They've moved out into the world. They have homes of their own.
This is their real home. The home they can come back to.
Come back to? When? Maybe you've been spending too much time in the sun.
Come back to if they need to come home, Harold. If their homes out there don't work out.
Oh, please, Meredith, their homes out there don't work out, as you say. This is the last place they would come to. I don't see nary a Starbucks out there, do you?
They will come to appreciate this someday.
Well, yeah, like when we're dead so they can sell it.
That is ridiculous.
Ridiculous, they come here, what, at most once a year, and then only reluctantly. They're never gonna come back here and live.
That doesn't mean that they're waiting for us to die so they can sell the place. So you make it sound like they've been talking about it.
Well, of course they've been talking about it. When they talk, that's probably all they talk about. Isn't that what you and your sister talked about when your mother was dying? Selling the house?
Yes, but she was dying.
And we're not?
Not like she was.
I don't see how it's that much different. We're just dying in slow motion.
What a terrible thing to say, Harold.
Well, it's true. You're in denial. The clock is ticking. We're rounding third base. I mean, how much longer do you expect to live? Long enough to be put in one of those respite care homes?
Oh, I'm never going into one of those goddamn places.
Well, now that's what your mother said, isn't it? And isn't that where she ended up? Look, the day I'm gone, the kids are going to be up to move you out.
Well, I won't leave.
Well, you can't run this place by yourself.
If I need help, I'll get help.
Oh, if you're going to stay here without me, you're going to need an old man. Somebody to do the things that I do. Somebody to keep the kids at bay. Keep them from moving you into one of those smelly old people's homes or making you sign papers you don't understand.
No one's going to want to move in with me, Harold.
And why not? It's a good nookie. I'll leave a note to that effect.
Would you stop it?
Oh, there's going to be guys sniffing around here 10 minutes after I'm gone. But look, we're getting off the point.
Which is?
Mexico.
Are we still on that, Harold? I thought we'd moved on to talk about dying.
We were talking about dinner, and that got us on to Mexico.
Hey, look. friends, okay?
You wouldn't be leaving anybody. You've got email down there.
Well, that is not the same thing as seeing real people.
Well, that's all you do with your friends now is email them or text them.
That is not true.
Look, Meredith, you had friends when you were growing up, and you don't know those people anymore, so what's wrong with letting go of the friends you have here and making new ones down in Mexico?
I don't speak Spanish. How about that?
Might be fun to learn.
For you, maybe, Harold. Look, if you want to dump your friends, that's fine, but I am not going to dump mine.
Well, it's not about dumping anybody. It's just about moving on. Listen, Meredith, wherever you go, you're going to have friends. Besides, if we had a place down in Mexico, a nice place down by the water, the kids would be down there all the time. We'd have more people visiting us there than we do here. And real people, not cyber people. I mean, everybody wants to go to Mexico in the winter, and they're always looking for places to stay. Cheap places, and what could be cheaper than our place? We'd have so many people visiting us down there, we'd be kicking them out and sending them back to this godforsaken icebox. Just think about it. We've had kids. The kids have moved out. We don't have to keep doing the same thing. We can do something else.
Are you done?
I guess for the moment.
Good, because you don't seem to be hearing me, Harold. I'm not going to have any part of selling our home and moving down to Mexico.
Well, now give me one good reason.
Because I don't want to die down there. How about that?
Well, who said anything about dying?
Isn't that what happens at the end of forever?
Well, it's going to happen someday.
And were you just saying that we're all dying in slow motion?
Yes.
Right. And when it happens, I don't want it to happen down there.
Well, where would you like it to happen?
Right here.
In this room?
Well, it doesn't have to be in this room, Harold. I just don't want it to happen in some shack down in
We are not
Mexico.
talking about a shack, Meredith. Bev and Johnny are not living in a shack down there. And besides, after you die, you're not going to care where you die.
I just don't want to die in some shack down in Mexico, Harold. It's as simple as that. And I certainly don't want to be buried down there.
Oh, buried. Now we're burying people.
Isn't that what happens after you die?
Meredith, you can be buried wherever you'd like to be buried. It doesn't matter where you die. If you want to be buried in Spruce Glen, you can be buried in Spruce
And
Glen.
how is that going to happen if I die in some shack down in Mexico?
Well, I will just pick your body up and hike it up here and plant you in Spruce Glen. How's that?
And what if you die first? What then?
If I die first, just cremate me and throw my ashes in the ocean. Or toss me in the jungle and let the birds pick me apart.
Not you, Harold. Me.
You what?
What happens with my body when I die if you die first?
Huh?
What happens with my body when I die if you die first?
I got it. I don't know, just fix it up with the kids and they can bring you back up here and plant you in Spruce Glen.
Kids? They will just leave me down there to rot.
You might be right about that one. All right, if I die first, you sell the place down in Mexico, you come back up here, you die here, and you get buried in Spruce Glen. How's that? Are you happy now?
And if I come back here, where would I live? If we sell this place, I don't have a home to come back to.
Well, you could rent a place. Well, you could rent a place right next door to Spruce Glen. And then when you die, all they have to do is push you out the window.
If we sell this place, Harold, and buy a place down in Mexico and then spend the remainder of the money living down there, how am I ever going to afford to rent a place down here? Even if Social Security kicks in.
From the money that you get from selling the place down
Oh,
there.
if we can sell the place, Harold, and that is a big if. Mexico. You heard what happened to Teddy and Sarah.
Oh,
they
Teddy
went
and
down there and they
Sarah.
lost everything, Harold. Every penny, and now they're living on food stamps.
You know what?
What?
Sometimes you are just impossible.
And you're not?
So you're just saying, this is it.
It?
The end of the line.
What line is that, Harold?
The line that goes all the way back to the beginning.
You are not making any sense.
Is this the last stop in the line, Meredith? That's what I'm asking. It's a simple question. Is this the last stop? Everybody out. You have arrived at Foreverville.
There's always a last stop, I suppose.
And you're saying this is it?
No. All I'm saying is I don't want to sell our house and go die in some shack in Mexico.
Well, you are no fun at all.
I know.
No sense of adventure.
Oh, I've had adventure enough for a lifetime, Harold. Starting fires in the morning with wet wood is a real adventure. Getting up our driveway in the Toyota after 3 days of rain is an adventure and a half. Getting that hot water heater to work right now, there's a real adventure. It's been nothing but adventures, Harold. One back to the land adventure after another, and I don't need to go anywhere else to get any more adventures.
So you're saying we're just gonna stay here, hang out, forever?
Sounds good to me.
Forever's a long time, Meredith.
Yeah. It's forever. And so to fortify us for the journey, how about we go out and get something to eat?
I'm not hungry.
Oh, I see. Poor old Harold is unhappy. He and Jimbo Collins cooked up some harebrained scheme about selling our house and moving down to Mexico, and bad old Meredith dumped on it. Is that it, sweetie pie? Did bad old Meredith dump on Harold's Mexico scheme?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, here's what we can do about it. Are you ready for this, Harold? We can go down to that Mexican restaurant in the mall. The Acapulco. Now there's an adventure I can get into, Harold. Those tacos, those enchiladas, those big margaritas with the umbrellas on top. Some mariachi music. Come on, the full Mexican experience, Harold. We don't have to sell our home when we can get down on some chili rellenos right here, right now.
You just love rubbing it in, don't you?
I do. And you know why?
I don't think I want to know why.
Because you deserve it, Harold. Selling our house, what were you thinking?
I don't know why I married you.
Yes, well.
I don't think I was thinking clearly.
And you think I was?
I don't think I was thinking at all.
I don't know what to say to that, Harold.
Well, you can say yes to one of those big margaritas, I guess.
Yes. That sounds wonderful. Let's.
I just need to know one thing.
What's that? What? What, Harold?
Do I get a kiss?
Well, do you deserve one?
Well, I guess that's for you to decide.
Oh, come here, you.
Does that answer your question?
I guess it does.
Harold, Harold, where are you taking me?
To Spruce Glen.
No! Harold! No! I'm not ready for that! No! No!
So, when I say I'm sure you've heard I'm crazy, but you didn't. I did. Liz, I know.
And how did you finish that sentence?
That's the thing. I didn't finish the sentence. I just left it hanging there like rotten fruit on the vine for him to pick or ignore as he chose.
And?
Well, apparently Rob the carpenter is just as awkward at first dates as Liz the dental assistant, because what I can only assume was an attempt to make me feel less awkward or something. He responds, after an embarrassingly long pause, mind you, "That's okay. People call me two-faced. So what are you gonna do? I can't help I was born a Gemini."
He said that in a joking way, right?
As much a joking way as me calling myself crazy.
Yeah, why did you do that? You're not crazy.
Yes, I am. In a relationship, I go all Jerry Seinfeld. I get jealous, neurotic, my self-esteem goes right out the goddamn window. You saw how I was with Brian.
He was cheating on you.
Yeah, well...
Like with any woman with fake eyelashes, yoga pants, and namaste tattooed on their tits.
He slept with Phoenix, too.
I thought you knew.
Sorry. Don't even worry about it. It's just typical. Brian was always making fun of her Facebook posts, called her the most phony, self-absorbed wannabe poet who ever mixed a metaphor. What?
Talk about it takes one to know one.
It's not fair. Brian isn't phony.
Oh, and still she defends him.
I'm just being fair and balanced.
Okay, Megan Kelly.
Is he self-absorbed? Completely. A phony wannabe? I don't think so. He's always been extra authentic at getting people to do shit for him. You know what? Screw men.
That's been your problem all along, honey.
Right? Let's change the subject is what I meant.
But wait, you gotta finish your story first. Back to you and Rob the carpenter.
What's there to say? It was a disaster.
So after all the crazy talk, you guys just went your separate ways?
Oh no, we had sex, obviously. Liz! What? What else were we gonna do? I called myself crazy. He admitted to being a liar. We at least cleared the air for a one-night stand, since we both knew it would be a complete waste of time and energy to fool ourselves into thinking it would be anything else. Now it's over. That's all she wrote. Bye-bye, Rob the carpenter guy. Enjoy your burrito.
Enjoy your burrito. Liz, you're not crazy. You're weird. And in this world, weird is a rare commodity.
As I was saying, I am done with men. I've decided to join you on your celibate journey. I'm spraying anti-Cupid spray all around my aura as we speak. That reminds me. You need some? I got extra.
No, my playwriting class.
Oh, great. How's that going? I always thought you'd be a good writer. You're so grounded and practical.
Really?
Well, and like you are. I mean, you set a goal and you take the necessary steps and bam, goal fucking achieved.
Well, I guess that's true. But with writing, it's so different. It's so hard to finish. I'm really great at getting ideas and establishing a storyline, but it's like I don't want to say goodbye to all these people and these characters in this world I created. Like, take this last assignment, for example. All I had to do was write a 2 to 5 page scene with a Greek god in it. So I chose Eros, Cupid, and Just one scene, that's it. But here I am, my overachieving self on page 26 with no end in sight.
26 pages? The last time I wrote 26 pages, if anything, was like, never.
I really like the idea, I just don't know where I'm going with it.
Well, tell me about it. Maybe I can help.
You know that 1940s movie on borrowed time?
Never heard of it.
It's where this grandfather tricks Death and traps him in an apple tray. And so as long as Death can't escape the magic powers of the tree, no one on the planet can die.
That sounds familiar. There's a boy in it too, right? His grandson or something?
Yeah, and a crazy aunt. So I decided to do the same thing, but with Cupid, and make him an actual character in the play. And he gets kidnapped by a bitter old man who takes out his inability to find love on the rest of the world. And so as long as Cupid can't do his job, nobody on the planet can fall in love. And since one of Cupid's jobs is to renew and rekindle passion in already established relationships, people start getting divorced all over the place. A gender war ensues, and that's as far as I've gotten.
And this is a comedy?
It started out that way. Dark, comedic, allegory. Oh, and Cupid is over the top, sassy gay. You don't like it.
I didn't say that. Let me go to the little girl's room. I'll think about it, and when I come back, I'll have an ending for you.
Oh, I didn't mean...
No, I'm good with endings. You'll see.
No pressure.
None taken.
I've been thinking about you a lot lately, Eros. Or should I call you Cupid? I know you're not real, but maybe if I focus my prayers strong enough, I can somehow stimulate you into action. Maybe manifest you in my life somehow. Does that make sense? Because if it makes sense, if you could do me this one teensy-weensy favor and use one of your specialized arrows on Liz, not the fall in love head over heels arrow, because that would be cheating. But maybe an arrow to open her heart to the possibility of being with a woman. And not just any woman, but this woman, me, Annie Bazamar. If you could do that for me, Cupid, I promise to honor you in a kick-ass play. I hope you're not homophobic. Nah, being Greek and all.
Ah!
She heard me.
Annie, I don't know what to do about this.
If it's a spider, just burn it down.
It's not a spider.
Oh.
You just come take a look at this. We have to do something. We can't just leave it here.
If it's a dead snake, I want nothing to do with
It
it.
is not an animal. What is this, 20 questions? Just come here, please.
Okay, you're freaking me out. Wait, it's not a dead body, is it?
Could I be spending this much time in the bathroom with a dead body?
Certainly hope not. Where is it?
On top of the paper towel dispenser, right there.
Oh,
It's real, isn't it?
well, it certainly seems that way. There's no red cap at the tip, but you never know.
Don't touch it.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
You'll smudge the fingerprints.
Oh, you're right, stupid me. And of course, there's no paper towels.
Right?
Oh, I got it. Just three. Huh, figures.
You're always so prepared, Annie. It's one of the things I love about you.
Really?
Well, just one of the things. Do you want me to do it?
Do you want to do it?
No, I need those things.
Okay, I'll do it. Just go check the coast for clearance.
Go clear.
Hurry up. Whoever left this thing here, whether on purpose or accident, might be coming back for it.
Maybe we should Google what to do if you find a gun in a California State Park bathroom. What are you doing?
I'm checking to see if it's loaded. And Jesus, there's a bullet in the chamber.
It's loaded?
It's loaded and more. The safety's off.
More than loaded? What does that mean?
Well, Liz, what we're looking at here is a Smith & Wesson MP40. Stainless steel barrel, polymer grip, true glow sights. Whoever owned this semi-automatic puppy left it cocked before leaving it in the bathroom. Why would they do that?
Annie,
Yeah,
how do you know so much about guns?
I'm from Montana.
Oh, that's right.
Before learning how to ride a bike or swim, you learn how to shoot a gun. But after seeing my drunk uncle shoot my cousin in the head accidentally, I swore I'd never own a gun.
Jesus, did your cousin...
Oh yeah, he lived. The bullet just took out the part of the brain that governs speech. No big loss.
Okay, I'm kind of freaking out here. We need to call somebody. Great. It's dead.
There's no service out here. At least not with AT&T.
Let's just throw it in the bushes and get out of here. Okay, bad idea. Wait! Maybe it belongs to a park ranger. He had to take a shit and the gun was in the way, so he... No?
I'd already thought of that, Liz. But the problem is, California State Park Rangers, their guns all have bear insignias on them, and as you can plainly see...
No bear insignia.
Yeah, I'm guessing there's a bunch of drunken yahoos out here last night, getting their drink on, and one of them came up here to do some numero dos action. And his friends probably started shouting about seagulls or cops and shit, and he left the gun here and hightailed it out. It's early. He's probably not even up yet. But when he wakes up, it won't take him long to figure out where he left it.
Wow, Annie. I'm sure glad you're here with me. If I was all alone with that gun and...
Liz.
I'm sorry.
What?
Will you hold me for a minute?
Hold on. Come here.
I don't know what I'm doing with my life, Annie.
Join the Foreverville club, sister.
Oh, come on. You're not messed up like me. You're going to school. You're so organized and together. You know what you want and you go for it. I'm like a butterfly caught in a hurricane.
Well, I haven't gotten laid in almost a year.
I thought that was by choice.
Kind of complicated.
Thank you, ladies. Wow, the things I have learned in the past 15 minutes. You know, women sure are fascinating.
Who are you? Have you been spying on us? He's been spying on us, creep.
Hey, now, that's hurtful. It was never my intention to spy on anyone.
I said, who are you?
Oh, Annie, right? You're the tough one.
That's right, mister. She knows jujitsu, so you just...
And you're the slut.
Fuck you! Liz.
I'm just going by what I heard.
Unbelievable. Everywhere I go, goddamn creeps don't follow.
All right, you know our names. I'm asking for the third and final time.
Ooh, look at you being all tough and serious. The third and final time. You know, Annie, if only Liz knew what I know about you, Annie.
What?
Who are you?
You can call me Cupid.
Very funny, creep.
And you can also give me back what's mine.
He's not just a creep, he's a crazy creep with a gun!
No, Liz, we're the ones with the gun.
Look, why don't you just take a few paces back? I'll get the piece myself. And don't worry, I'll leave you your tarot card scarf. By the way, Annie, what card was it that fell after you made that touching prayer?
Annie!
None of your goddamn business.
Yes! Yeah! Now that's the spirit! Now shoot me!
What?
Right here! Right through the heart! I know you can do it, Montana girl!
What?
What are you waiting for?
I don't want to shoot you!
You don't have to want to shoot me, just shoot me!
What?
Oh! Look, if you were in your car and you hit a dog, and you pulled over and you saw that the dog was severely injured but not yet dead, and you had that gun with you, you'd have a choice to make, wouldn't you? You could either let the dog die and suffer a long, painful death, or you could put one between its eyes and end its suffering right then and there. You wouldn't want to shoot the poor little pooch, but well, it would be the humane thing to do, don't you think?
You're a crazy man. He's a crazy man. We liked it better when you were just a creep.
I'm sorry to disappoint, but I'm neither crazy nor a creep.
You came here to kill yourself.
In a manner of speaking, yes.
How is that not crazy?
Liz. What? Lacey didn't come here to kill someone else.
How do we know that? He's a crazy person. Crazy people tend to not be on speaking terms with the truth.
I can show you the suicide note. Really? Okay, but if you're gonna shoot me, remember, aim for the heart. It's important.
Nobody's gonna be shooting anybody here. Not if I can help it.
Okay,
Just go slow.
all right, I'm unfolding it now.
I thought of an ending for your play. Read it. How do we know it's a suicide note? Maybe it's a bucket list. Number 7, lure 2 unsuspecting hikers into believing your crazy-ass suicide story, and when they've sufficiently let their guard down, shoot them between the eyes and do horrible things to their corpses. He's practically half.
Liz, I've got the gun. I'm not letting my guard down. Quit imagining.
I am starting to lose my patience here, ladies.
Too bad.
Look, I'll read you the last part. I wrote it in my own blood with a vulture's feather. See?
That's your own blood?
I stole the idea from a Russian poet,
Of course you did.
Sergei Yesenin. This is his poem, which was also his suicide note that he wrote in his own blood. He hung himself Christmas Day, 1925.
You don't have to read it. We believe you.
You are an English major, aren't you?
Was an English major. I just recently went back to get my PhD at Stanford.
And now you want to kill yourself?
They rejected my thesis.
So?
And then the next week, I found my fiancée with 2 women.
Well, I thought guys liked that sort of thing.
Maybe. My fiancé's name was Edward.
Oh. Well, I mean, you're still young and
Oh, there's more.
Handsome. You don't have to tell us. Why don't you come back with us to the car?
Last week, I was diagnosed with chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE. You know, it's a brain disease that football players get. It's degenerative and there's no cure.
Jesus. You played football?
I played war, actually. Iraq, Afghanistan. That's where I met Edward. So now you might have some idea as to why I used that dog analogy earlier. I can either die a long and painful death, or during which time I'll inevitably cause the suffering of those that love me. Or, Annie, you can take that gun you're holding and aim it right here and pull the trigger.
she's not going to shoot you. Why don't we just give him the gun and get the fuck out of here?
That's the best thing I've heard you say all day, Liz. Annie, what do you say? If you could give the dog his own gun and let him slink off and do the dirty deed himself, that'd certainly free you up of any responsibility.
Or you could come back with us and we can get you some help. With stem cell therapy, who knows what the future holds for curing CTE?
Liz, aren't you the least bit curious as to what I said earlier? I think my exact words were, if only Liz knew what I know about you, Annie.
So, I already know. Big deal.
You do?
That you pray using your tarot deck, it's not for me, but knock yourself out. What is so funny?
Well, it's what Annie was praying for that's so intriguing.
Well, that's just none of your business now, is it, Mr. Cupid? That is between whatever god she was praying to and her.
Well, it was me, Cupid, that she was praying to.
What? Not now.
And your name, Liz, came up in the most peculiar way.
I said not now.
It
Annie.
seems, Liz, that Annie has something to confess.
Not now, Cupid. Annie.
I wasn't gonna shoot him! How was I supposed to know that? I don't see any blood. Where is it?
Here, it looks like it went clean through, Annie. You'll be all right.
I can't feel my leg.
You'll be fine. Andy, just look at me. Good. Call 911.
But
Just breathe.
there isn't any service up here. Oh, I guess there is with Verizon.
That bullet was meant for me, you selfish bitch. Oh, sorry. Just stay still. You can always shoot me later.
I wasn't gonna shoot you, even though I really wanted to at the moment.
I'll bet you did.
You wouldn't happen to have any vodka or whiskey on you, would you?
No, I'm sorry. I'm allergic to alcohol.
Shit, really?
Yes, really.
Of all the reasons you listed for wanting to die, that would have been on the top of my list.
They want me to stay on the line.
Well, then by all means.
I love you, Liz.
I love you too, Annie.
She says that, Cupid, but she doesn't love me like I love her.
Well, and she never will unless you tell her.
She's not like us, Cupid. She likes boys.
So do I.
You know what I mean.
Look, a lot of our kind start out with the wrong kind, you know? Maybe she just needs a little help opening a door.
I kind of have my own closet I still need to crawl out of.
Well, maybe you can do it together.
Yeah, right. The old 1-2. Hey, Liz, I'm a lesbian. Will you marry me?
Well, that does explain a few things.
Bastard!
Sorry.
It's all right, Annie. I kind of have had some feelings for you too, for a minute.
Oh, you're just shitting me because I shot myself in the leg.
That was kind of my fault.
Yeah?
How about before we run off and get married, we go on a couple of dates first? What do you say?
How about tonight?
How about we worry about your first?
How about tomorrow?
Just breathe.
Hey, Liz.
Yes, Annie?
Where's Cupid?
Shit, he took the gun.
Great.
Aren't they gonna need that for, like, evidence or some shit? Hi, are you still there? Yeah, so the guy with the gun, he sort of left with the gun. Well, that's a very good question. You see, since I first called, some new developments developed, and we got distracted. Unbalanced? Yes, I would definitely say unbalanced. Suicidal even. But definitely not murderous, because if that was the case, I wouldn't be talking to you right now.
He left his suicide note, and he left you his phone.
He left his suicide note. It's written in blood because that's what some Russian poet did. Well, yeah, as a matter of fact, he was an English major.
Goodbye, my friend, goodbye. My love, you are in my heart. It was preordained that we should part and be reunited by and by. Goodbye, no handshake to endure. Let's have no sadness for a brow. There's nothing new in dying now. The living is no newer.
They're coming.
Cupid, don't do it! You have so much more to give the world!
I love you, Annie.
Let's not go hiking for a while.
Deal.
And for our first date, let's go to Greece.